I probably should have had a look. Wait, let me have a look first. Make sure there's no cocks on the screen or something. Earlier those grabbing names doesn't mean you can generate consistent revenue over time. I'm sure they'll fit. The fact that they've put it did Mr. Bice. Oh no, not again. Not again. Oh, Sorilla. Oh no, not again. The fact that they put in that they can take revenue from servers and shit as a thing in the future, terrifying. I don't like that. Decor, like a whole bunch of decor, disabled durability, infinite mana. What do you mean infinite mana? What do they mean mana? Chat, what do they mean mana? Where? Mana how? Where? Where the fuck's the mana? Bottom right. Oh yeah, Underhill. Where? How do I get mana? Lego, how do I get mana? Because you're the guy that knows things. I put in a couple of texture packs. I put in some like visual like mods and stuff. It's fine. It's basically the same game. How you doing, dude? Ore harvester, classic. Work in progress. Cobblestone. Is there anything like wow, or is it all just like copy and pasted from their Minecraft mods? Be honest. You loot spells and the ones you find have a mana stat. No. What about my crafted ones? What about my crafted ones? Yeah, I'm freaking out. You can get mana from armor and weapons. Hytale. What is that? What in the What in the furry mod? Spark? Buddy, what profiling are you gonna be doing? For what purpose? The game's in like dude, it's like creating Spark and then being like, yeah, here's the profiler so you know what to fix. Buddy, you can't fix anything. The developers. Amazing. That's amazing. Do you guys see anything? Claims? Okay, okay. Leveling? Get to it, Athleus. Chop chop, buddy. I'm hearing a lot of excuses. Dude, I'm hearing a lot of excuses from him. It's not possible. This fucking lazy bones, dude. This fucking lazy bones, chat. I don't want to hear it. Athleus, the fuck you doing? Get off the game, log off, get in fucking IntelliJ, and lock the fuck in. I wish they released that Vampire Survivors like mod made by one of the devs. Wait, actually... Sleep percentage... Furry mod, not furry mod, My Little Pony. That's different. That's Nature's Furries. Yeah, okay, so there's like I'm not gonna risk and see what mod that what ad that is. Yeah, there's a bunch of mods. There's a bunch of mods. Happy. I'm so confused. So I have to find. I wonder if I have to kill like one of the mage dudes, you know, the ones that like shoot me with the... I must have to kill one of them to get a like mage, like mana armor. They're like cloth. Nah. 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 Hey, when I'm with your mother. Nah. Nah. Doesn't seem that way. I don't know, you must have to get it from loot or from specifically from mobs. Or maybe it doesn't exist and the infinite stamina mod, or the infinite mana mod is the only way to get mana. Couldn't be my fault. Wait, I'm actually tempted to see. I'm actually tempted to see. Wait, hold up. Mana. What's this game called? Hytale. I almost searched for Minecraft. It's a mana potion. It's unidentifiable. There's ones. Currently, it's unknown if staffs are wielded. Dude, this must be the worst wiki known to man. Mana is the blue gauge. While this bar has no direct connection to the player's overall magical items, if the player's mana gauge is reduced to the center, then the player can no longer use magical weapons until it is reduced to the center. It is suspected that health regeneration. However, there are more immediate solutions into. Dude, where is the mana? Champ, where is the mana? Briefly hit 500,000 viewers on Twitch yesterday. Yeah, I saw they did like really good. It was unsurprising to me. I think I had so much hype around it that was kind of what I was expecting. I don't remember how many I was expecting, but I think I was expecting them to reach more. Because I think Battlefield 6 hit more than I think Battlefield 6 hit 1 million players, right? 1 million viewers. Viewers? Players. Maybe it was player count. I don't remember. Yeah, I checked fandom. I don't know. They don't really give me a lot of... there's not a lot of information in there, unfortunately. Hope you're doing well, QTB. I don't know. There might not be a way to get mana. Didn't they say a while ago? I have no idea. It feels that way, but also, like, maybe I'm missing something and maybe I can get mana somewhere. And I'm just dumb. Which I'm not going to rule out. I'm not gonna rule out that possibility. It's a very real possibility. Possible. Unlikely. Obviously. Unlikely. What's up, bro? Thank you. I was gonna end soon. The fact this game was 7 years in the making and only a month prior, we thought Hytale was dead. Let's hope this sandbox has many creations, adventures to come. Yeah, it's got a lot of potential. It does have a lot of potential, and I hope it realizes a little bit more of an identity for itself. Because it is very, very, very similar to the old Minecraft. Obviously not a bad thing, but very similar. Like it's very samey. Is the game free? No, it's 20 USD. Okay, it's 20 USD. If you don't have 20 USD lying around, don't try to get 20 USD to buy it. Just play some modded Minecraft. Wait for the game to get a little bit more fleshed, or have a little bit more possibility from mods. So you can get your 20 USD out of it. Like, obviously, I played for 12 hours today. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a really good 12 hours. I liked it. But I don't know how much more time I have in it. At the moment, like, I'm kind of like, yeah, I could put full adamantite on. But, like, why? What do I need it for adamantite to survive? Like, I don't think there's anything that I haven't seen. Unless it's, like, really, 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 really far. That's very different, but it looked like the world just kind of looped, generation. Like, we got this biome, right? We get out and we start seeing new biomes, right? There's, like, a ring around spawn, pretend. And then you get out and you see, like, the snow biome, and then you see the volcano biome, and then it just loops back. So then it goes... snow biome, then like it just loops, I think. It's hard to not compare it to Minecraft. Yeah, of course. Good night, man. Have a good sleep, dude. I could try him out, Serranio, but I'd rather just try him out like as the game comes, like as it actually works. I think it's hard to not compare it to Minecraft with how many mods that have been made for it. You can practically say that any game that is made in the same art and game style direction just looks like Minecraft. Well, yeah, 100%, and that's super fair. Like, Vintage Story is just Terra Firma Craft, and it quite literally is just Terra Firma Craft because that is the basis that it was. It was literally Terra Firma Crafts. Not a bad thing, but Vintage Story has an identity, a little bit more of an identity than this game has. Granted, this game's fucking brand new, and they kind of just release it to like release it, right? So it's fine. I do hope they lean into the combat a little bit more, the PvE, the combat, this part of the gameplay, because if you go like, oh, it's a sandbox, and then just give like sandbox experience like Minecraft, very, very open, very like create your own adventure, then you're gonna fall into the same experience of like it's gonna be Minecraft, right? But I do think this game has a really good basis that it can be brought like created from, that like maybe feels like a really good experience, a really cohesive modded Minecraft experience. Like the kind of cohesion that's extremely rare. Right? Vintage Story has unique crafting mechanics. It's very similar to Terra Firma. It's identical. They have the pick kilns and stuff. That's literally Terra Firma Craft. All of that is Terra Firma. I really hope Hytale gets more D&D with it. I don't know about D&D. D&D. I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know what that entails. But I think it just needs like the RPG elements of a game. Leveling, more trading, more like NPC interaction, quests, fucking missions or something. Progression, like fucking you know, clearing up ruins and removing mobs from them, and like actually that being a part of it. Like RPG elements, classes, leveling, NPCs, quests, dungeons. Okay, so just like RPG, like RPG. I don't think that's necessarily a D&D thing, right? Biggest thing I've seen about Hypixel from their biggest game, from their previous biggest game, is that they release stuff early, adjust a decent amount of the first 2 weeks, and then fix bugs months later. I don't think that's a bad thing. It's a single player game. I don't think bugs are necessarily a fucking terrible thing to have. Depends on the bugs, obviously. If it's game breaking and it's literally unplayable, yeah, I get you. But yeah, like any sort of I'm talking in D&D terms. In terms of classes, you don't see classing a lot in video games, so much as you just see skills. Do you want me to tell you probably why? Because it's restrictive, and the average gamer doesn't like restrictions. Especially restrictions in the sense that, like, oh, I've spec'd into this, I can now not, like, spec out of it and spec into something else with, like, ease. Restrictions are good, in the right game, but like a casual, base experience that you want to build other things off of, not really. Like, it's very own game, sure, that's fine. But they aim to make this like a Roblox style, put stuff on top. You know? I'd be very surprised if they did that. I think that's very not a casual thing. Are there viable ways to respec, not free, but still repeatedly doable? Sure. Sure. But with classes comes, like, bad meta builds. I don't know. Are you still on 130k ping? Classes create a lot of balance problems. Yeah. Like, kinda, it's hard because some classes are, like, specific classes are supposed to be particularly unbalanced, right? It is a really hard one in terms of actual balance. It just matters that the player is not sitting here feeling like they fucked up by choosing something else. That tends to be the thing that happens. There are always meta builds, but like in Baldur's Gate 3, you don't have to play them, just have fun. Sure. But what happens when the fun is the meta? You know, it's like everything comes down to, like, right now the dagger's probably the meta. I'm imagining the dagger's probably the meta. It's fun. Am I playing it because it's a meta? No. It just so happens to be the meta. Probably. Like, this is so fun. Most gamers aren't there for the meta, and then they will feel punished as soon as they get out of single player and realize how disadvantaged they are, which is a problem. You know? That's the problem. As soon as they realize how disadvantaged they are, then you have a problem to deal with. As long as it's not PvP focused. But there will be PvP, obviously. There will, without a doubt, be PvP. Is it that combat heavy? No, not really. In all honesty, it's... like, the combat's a big thing. I think the combat's probably the, like... the one thing that, like, gives it a little bit of life and makes it not just playing Minecraft. Because otherwise, it is just Minecraft. Like, without a doubt, unequivocally, it's just Minecraft. The combat right now is the thing that's, like, cool. But if you really want to play the game, you can just do this. They will never try to come to you. If they're far away from you, they will only try to run away. Just Lego Fortnite. And I play that for free. And Lego Fortnite has Ninjago. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get to play Lego Fortnite. People said it was like Valheim, so this is probably like... I like this. This is one of my favorite things, is the workbench progression. I really like this. Having workbenches level up like this. This is similar to how Valheim does it. Instead of it being done in the table, it's done with like blocks you place around the table, and both are fine. They both achieve the same result. I like that. I don't mind that at all. And the combat's also like really cool. Yeah, I wish I got to play Lego Fortnite when it was like released or popping off, because that game looked pretty cool. Anyway, I'm gonna get off to bed, I think. Otherwise I'm gonna sit here and yap for another like 2 hours or some shit. Genuinely. We gotta go open McGlizzy's at some point tomorrow though, chat. Which means we're gonna play some more of this. But we're also gonna play The Realm. You have important things to prepare for the grand opening. Yeah, tomorrow. I don't know when, dude. That's fucked. I have no idea what time. I've really cooked myself streaming. Like, this is why I didn't stream yesterday and the day before. Because I didn't want to be like on the AU time zone. But then I just ended up being on the AU time. I'm such an idiot, bro. Hero, I'm heading off to bed, dude. I went to bed, woke up, and left a class. Hey, I've been doing some big streams. I think all of my streams have been like, this year have been pretty juicy, except for like one where I had to end early specifically to go do stuff. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, tomorrow we'll figure out what we do, like when we do things. I don't know, dude. It's so cooked. Anyway, chat. Oh, Fab is back. Perfect timing. She called it exactly right. A good time to jump on when people are on Out Aussie morning, yeah. But then I go into Out Aussie day and then everyone's off. So it's like 50-50, sorry. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a really good time on here. I had a really good time. I think it's got huge potential. I just hope they flesh it out and they don't I fucking pray it doesn't get the Valheim treatment. Where Valheim released, popped off like crazy. Look at this. Let me just show you guys just before just because I'm rambling and I really think this is an important one to show. Valheim Steam charts. This is such an important one, I think. Okay. This is Valheim's release. 500,000. Damn. 1 month later, bless you. Still 400,000. People were still enjoying it a month later. 2 months later, 150,000. 3 months later, 80,000. 4 months later. And then Hearth and Home released, and they got back like 60,000, 70,000 players. And then they disappeared again. This, ideally, Hytale ideally needs to hit a decently fleshed new update in like 2 months' time, 3 months' time tops. Otherwise, we're going to see a similar situation. Maybe. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. Can you look at Hytale? Probably not at this point. Maybe. It's not on Steam. The only thing that I can see is stream charts. Because Hytale doesn't exist on Steam. That's Steam charts. Stream charts sucks. This website is fucking terrible. Which tracker? Is to tracker the better one? Hey, it was my pleasure. It was my pleasure, Serenio. Hytale categories. This is a Hytale category. Peaked at 440 peak viewers. I'm sorry it's so bright. I'm sorry it's so bright. Current viewers only 40,000, but that's fair. It's probably like shit time in the whole world. 440,000. Let's have a look at Valheim and we'll compare it and we'll come back in like a week and have a look at this same thing in a week. You're kidding me. Oh, here we go. So actually in 2021 the viewers were only at 50,000 peak viewers. Gotta be incorrect because June 2021. Wait, what? How are there 26 people watching in July 2018? The game didn't even exist! Peak viewers. In June? Huh. So, I mean, we'll see. Like, if this in a month's time is down by half, it's bad. If Hytale was down in a month's time, bad. But it's the recovery that's important. Like, look at this, dude. What the fuck is this, dude? Look at this. 1 month later. Perhaps drops? Nah, I don't think Valheim's ever had drops. No, I'm ending, Luray, sorry. Anyway, I'm wasting time. Asking about the CS market? Dude, shut up, Fab. I saw what you said. Ice didn't say it. You said it. Dude, that's a fucking monumental fall off. What is that? Some big streamer played it? Or like a few, and then they were done next month. That's crazy. We won't see that number from Hytale. It's impossible we see that number. I might eat my words, but I think it's impossible we see that number from Hytale. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Make sure you hit the follow button if you haven't already. And check out the YouTube channel. I'm getting out of here. Hey, you too, Ev. Look after yourself, my dude. Make sure you guys go check the, I don't know why it's broken. Hydrate fam. I don't know why it's broken. It's so annoying. Why do we allow that? Take care, chat. Look out yourselves. I'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for vibing. Look after yourself, guys. F ice. Yeah, fuck ice, dude. That's what I was saying. Bye, dollars. Bye, bunny. Bye, Flatpig. Bye, guys.